Let's ride on the Runaway Railway and take a little tour of Disney's Hollywood Studios. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon or evening if you're watching this later on. It's Herb from World of Walt, and here we are at Disney's Hollywood Studios on kind of a gray Saturday. But there are lots of crowds, lots of energy, and I've been waiting in line for a little while to get on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I'll be entering the building in just a minute, so it shouldn't be too much longer before we get a chance to actually ride. The standby wait time shows as 60 minutes. I've probably been in line for about 20. Guessing it'll be 25 or 30 minutes by the time we actually get on the attraction. And then we'll take a little tour, see what's going on around the rest of Hollywood Studios. Lori, good morning to you. Jan, thank you for joining. Hi, Beryl, good morning. Hope your trip was a good one. Paul has joined. Jennifer, good morning to you. Welcome to the Chinese Theater. Isabel and Jane have joined. Hello to you. Samantha, good morning. Here we are waiting in line for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I had a chance to get into the park a little bit early. Disney has been operating the ride even though the park just opened a minute ago. The attraction has been running for at least a half hour. That's how long I've been here, and probably quite a bit longer than that. So it's kind of nice that a lot of people were able to get into the attraction early in the morning. Check it out. Hello, Rich in Connecticut. How are you? Welcome. Tracy from Frosty, Minnesota. Today here in Central Florida, it's a great day, but actually a pretty nice day. Probably about 67, 68 degrees. Got to get up to 70. Aside from the fact that the sun isn't coming out too much, it's a really pleasant day. Jenny says, great to be on the broadcast. Jenny, thank you so much for being here. Daniel and Jessica have joined. Hello to you. Lauren has said, love the ride. Had a chance to do it right before it opened, or as it opened. It is really a fun attraction. I know I just did a broadcast of the Runaway Railway about a month ago, but I couldn't resist going on again. There's so many things to see as you go through the attraction. You can't really take it in just after going once or twice. Tina, good morning to you in Ohio. Hope you're doing well. Shelley says, last time I was there, had a chance to check it out, and it was amazing. Glad that you enjoyed it. I love these attraction posters. They're actually a lot of fun. This one right in front of us is for The Perfect Picnic, which is the Disney short created for the attraction and on which the attraction is based. Andrea from cold and rainy New York. Okay. Janice says, loves that I do the broadcast. Janice, it's my pleasure. Thank you for being here with me. Dolores said, Niagara Falls, Canada. Amanda said, excited and sad. Excited about the movie, or excited about the attraction, but sad about the great movie ride. Yeah, it is. It's one of those, you get one, you lose one sort of situations. Great movie ride, rest in peace, but Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway really is bringing in huge crowds of people. Amy, good morning to you. Sunil has joined. Hello to you. Dagmar in Puerto Rico, welcome. All right, won't be long before we're in the entrance area. Renee asked, is it in the same building as the Great Movie Ride? Yes, it is. So this queue area is the same, more or less. It was rearranged a bit, but the same queue as for the Great Movie Ride. And the show building is the same as well. Angela and Barb have joined. Hello to you. Amy says, pins, pins, and more pins. Amy, I think you are getting the award today for prompting the shameless plug for the Pin of the Month Club. If you want to get a little bit of Disney fun delivered every month, check out pinofthemonthclub.com. Jeff is on the broadcast from the UK. Hello to you.
We have a little change
John,
of plans.
it was right there.
In our last screening, as Mickey
John,
and
thanks
Minnie
for putting
drove
that
off
link
to
in
the
there.
park to enjoy
As
their
always
perfect
appreciate
picnic,
that very much.
Engineer Goofy pulled up in his train, and let's just say he really had a blast. Now, instead of watching the cartoon, you get to step into it.
Alright, let's step into the cartoon. Vivian said, looks like the line is moving. It is moving very quickly.
Hi,
So pre-show has changed here. This is where you would typically stop and watch Perfect Picnic, but because of social distancing, not happening. But this is the place where you step into the cartoons. You can see that the style of the walls have changed, everything has changed. You are now in the movie. I love the little ditty that plays here in this train loading area. Mary said was here last week. I hope you had a good trip. Chris, happy Saturday to you. I think all the details here, like Employee of the Month, a lot of fun. A map from Runaway Park. Hey, Christy from Michigan, hello to you. Kim, good morning in Long Island. Thank you for joining. Elizabeth and Pam are here. Jerry in Chicago, how's it going? I always love hearing where everybody's from. Thank you for filling me in. Brian, happy Saturday to you.
Safety while riding from the train. Always stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside your train car. And be sure to keep an eye on your railroad riders. Okay? Thanks.
Lori says it's been a while since she's been to the parks. Glad to bring it to you. Yeah, this wine is cooking. Getting my steps in today. Cheryl and Peg, hello to you. Hi, Amy in Pennsylvania. Happy to bring a little Florida to you. Okay. Susan in New York, hello to you. It looks like people are getting ready to board the latest train.
Number 6.
Okay.
Number 5.
Here, for your safety on board the train, please keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside your train car at all times. Be sure to stay in your seats.
Dee, good morning to you in sunny San Diego. Glad you're having some nice weather there. Sarah says, loves this ride. Me too, actually. It's a new favorite. You can see the Disney's put up dividers here between the queue waiting lines. Hey, Greg from Denver, North Carolina. Linda in Illinois says, can't wait to enjoy the ride. Can't wait to share it with you. Hi, Sandy said, never seen a Disney line move so quickly. I know, this one was really, really moving fast. Complete with Bell. Hey, Dawn from Texas. Good morning to you. Nicole says, first time. Oh, Nicole, this is a great attraction. You're really going to enjoy it. So once we get out, I'll be quiet so you and everyone around me can enjoy. Maybe I'll sit over here.
All right, hold down.
He says, loves the ride. Look for all the hidden Mickeys. I hear there are lots of them. All right, here we go.
Testing, this thing on. Can you all hear me way back in the back? Welcome aboard, folks. We're ready for a relaxing ride around the park. Hey, Minnie, come on, bear with me. What could possibly go wrong?
Oh no! Almost have hit that track switch! Let's get that runaway train! 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, excellent! You're all waltzing so beautifully together. Now, let's
Well, that concludes my guided tour. Hope you had a relaxing ride around the park, and thanks for sticking with me. Hey, picnickers! Told you nothing was gonna go wrong.
Nothing can stop us now. I can stop now. Finally connected. We had one crazy ride. Now with you by my side. It's time to put your mind and nothing can stop us now. The stars will be on high and nothing can stop.
Gosh, what's this lever do? Remember to gather up all your personal belongings, take your small children by the hand, and watch your step as you exit my train. Come back and see me again real soon,
Glad you guys
okay?
enjoyed it.
So long!
Thanks for joining me on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Stick around, we're going to do a little tour around Disney's Hollywood Studios, see what else is happening here in the park. So I hope you enjoyed Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Would love to hear your thoughts about the attraction. You're welcome. I think Disney did an amazing job. I love the animation. There's so much going on, so many fun things to see and do. Enjoy the use of the trackless attraction ride vehicles. The end. So we exit the movie and we are coming back into the human world. Kim said it was very fun. Thank you. Bruce said, what a place for hidden Mickeys. Yeah, I understand they are everywhere. There's so many things happening around you, so much movement, so much color that it's hard to take it all in. That's why this is an attraction I think is going to be one that people will ride over and over again. Andy said, great ride. Thanks, Andy. So, usually, after I get off the attraction, I would wrap up the broadcast, but not today, so hang on. We are going to go for a little tour around Disney's Hollywood Studios. You can see it's kind of a gray day here in Hollywood, but still, a lot of folks are coming out. The temperature is very pleasant. It's nice that the sun isn't beating down. Louise said, guys, a high fever recovering for COVID. I'm very sorry to hear that. I hope that you are okay. Someone, I didn't see the entire message or who asked it, was asking about the dividers for the rides. So Disney has added clear plexiglass queue dividers, so you are inside in the attraction. There are dividers that probably go from about waist high where the railing starts up to above your head. And then in the attraction vehicle itself, there are plexiglass dividers between the first and the second row of each attraction vehicle. So I happened to be in the second row this time. There were actually a few points in the ride where the current scene was dark and the previous scene was lit up, and I kind of caught some reflection, maybe even seen an outline of me in there. Dolores says, thanks for doing this on Saturdays. Dolores, it's my pleasure. Thank you for being here. So the archway into the animation courtyard, actually not a whole lot going in the animation courtyard except the Disney Junior. I think it's a dance party these days over to the right. Star Wars Launch Bay, which is still fun if you are a Star Wars fan, but if you're really a Star Wars fan, you'll head back to Galaxy's Edge. And unfortunately, Voyage of the Little Mermaid shut down, as many of the live performances here in the park are. So originally when the design came out for this archway, there were going to be characters in each of the O's for Disney's Hollywood Studios. If I remember right, it was Mickey and Woody and BB-8. When we actually got the logo installed, no characters in the O's, which actually I think was a good move. I really liked the classic clean styling of the attraction lettering, or the archway lettering. Okay, so this is a pretty typical experience these days at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Yeah, so you can see that the wait line for Slinky Dog Dash extends well out of Toy Story Land, all the way back here to the Voyage of the Little Mermaid. It looks like maybe they're even using the Voyage of the Little Mermaid queue area to hold some of the crowd. So Slinky Dog Dash has been an incredibly popular coaster. Victoria, I think it was, from Chattanooga, hello to you. Nice to see you. Dory said, crowd isn't too bad for Saturday. Yeah, you know, when you go through the park, you see all these humongously long lines like this one for Slinky Dog Dash. But it is socially distanced, so the long line stretches a lot longer than it would typically. So yeah, I think they'll have a pretty busy day here. But typically early December is one of the quieter times here at Walt Disney World. The crowds from Thanksgiving have gone. The crowds from Christmas time have not yet come. Although this year it's really hard to say what a normal might be. Dory said pin time. Dory, you get the award for prompting the second shameless plug for the Pin of the Month Club today. If you'd like to get a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every month, check out pinofthemonthclub.com. You can also go over to worldofwaltstore.com. I've got two actually t-shirts inspired by ugly sweaters. You can get them put on a t-shirt or a hoodie or even other merchandise too. So one says I'm grumpy and one says be happy. Kind of fun. I actually purchased one for my virtual work ugly sweater contest. Betty said booked seats on Virgin for next October. Fingers crossed. I hope that trip comes to pass for you. Very hopeful that by the time we get there, we'll be in good shape. There is a bee on my gimbal. Okay, goodbye, bee. Kathy says, seems pretty crowded considering. Yeah, it is. It's always hard to know these days just because of the way the lines are. Sandy said, so worth the wait for Slinky Dog. It really is a very fun coaster. Very accessible for kids, but it's still got some thrills. That there's some speed to it, there's some turns to it. Nothing too dramatic. So over here to our right is where the new Woody's Roundup Barbecue is going to be coming. You can see some concept art here on the wall.
Have a great time.
John said, got the Let's Take the Long Way t-shirt and love it. John, thanks for getting that. Really appreciate it. Pat has joined and Sean as well. Chris said it was a Disney special effects beat. It was incredibly realistic. Karen says, what's the temperature? She's seeing lots of people in long pants. My guess is that a lot of these folks are like me, they're Floridians, where if it's beneath 70 degrees, we think it's cold. So it's probably about 68, 69. It's going to go up to 70 today. The sun is not out, so that takes some of the warmth away. Actually, the temperature is very pleasant. Amy said, have I had any of the holiday desserts? I did have the whoopie pie here at Hollywood Studios in the trolley car Starbucks. It was pretty good. Edward and Monique have joined. Hello to you. JM says, Hub wants to try Slinky. Slinky Dog is a lot of fun. So the lunchbox is going to be reopening if it hasn't already. It just may not be open yet today. That's this tiny little quick service restaurant over here on the left. It's actually kind of exciting that it's opening up. It's got pretty good food, and this section of the park could definitely use more dining options. Lori says, love seeing the Christmas decorations. Me too. Actually, it's one of the best things about this time of the year at Disney World. Gene has got snow in New Hampshire. Glad to bring you a little bit of Florida weather, even if it's sort of a gray, not sunny day. It's nice. Edward's got 33. Okay, alien swirling saucers over here to our right. We'll see what the wait time looks like. You see some people getting off the attraction. Mary said the pine cone from Trolley Car is really good too. Yeah, the chocolate pine cone. I had one of those last year, I think. It's chocolate mousse, if I remember right, and it is very good. Kristen says Disney at Christmas is so pretty with all the Christmas decorations. Mary said the lunchbox is open. Yep, it didn't seem like it was operating at the moment right now, but generally speaking, I think it is either open now or will soon be reopening. All right, alien swirling saucers, stand by 10 minutes. That's not bad at all. Joan has joined, and Joanne as well. Welcome. Ooh, Ron says, what is my favorite snack at Walt Disney World? Boy, that is a tough one. I have a hard time picking a favorite of anything, especially when it comes to food. One thing I had that was really unique and stood out to me was in Oga's Cantina, you can get a kind of a bar snack, which is chips, but I think they're vegetables that are dried maybe. They're not, or maybe weird kinds of potatoes. I don't know, they look otherworldly. It is worth getting just to check out the shapes and the colors of the bar snacks. It does not look like anything came from this planet. My guess is they're using some gourds and vegetables that typically aren't turned into chips. To me, that was really cool. All right, welcome to Batu. Smuggler's Run's got a 45-minute wait. Just saw the sign walk by. And actually, as I drove into Disney's Hollywood Studios today, I noticed that Disney had installed and turned on some lights for the Galactic Star Cruiser hotel experience. So they continue construction there. It is a priority project. It'll be very interesting to see once the Galactic Star Cruiser opens, the boutique hotel. Two-night, 3-day experience connected here to Batu. It's going to be fascinating to see how it goes. Mary said, giant Mickey ear chocolate chip cookie. You know, thank you for saying that, because another one of my favorites, even though it sounds pretty typical, is the chocolate chip cookie at Goofy's Candy Company. They have it in some other locations too. It's a round, very dense chocolate chip cookie. There are a number of different types of chocolate chip cookies you can get here, but this one is just very round, very thick, has like crystallized sugar on top. It's good. We got some people out here. Alright, Kylo Ren. Stormtroopers. Susan said the ground looks wet. I think it rained a little bit late last night. Yeah, it is very sticky for sure here. let's continue wandering around Batu. The line for Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run is really stretching way out. You got Oga's Cantina up here on the right. Sometimes the lines kind of get mixed up, at least in my head, maybe not physically. Let's come up here and see the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy. Always a beautiful thing to take in. Vicky, hello to you. Robert said, is popcorn available in Epcot's Germany? So the Werther's a caramel shop has reopened, I'm 90% sure. And actually I have had the freshly made caramel popcorn. It is good. Caramel popcorn's good anyway. I don't think I've ever met caramel popcorn I didn't like. But when you get it after it's been freshly made, that's something special. Julie has joined, and Nanny, hello to you. All right, there it is. The Millennium Falcon. Oops, excuse me. A lot of people are taking their photos. This is a great photo spot. Kathy says, loves the blue milk. You can get blue and green. You can get it spiked and not. Casey says, thanks for bringing joy to so many people on Saturdays. Casey, thanks for saying that. It really is something I enjoy very much. Beryl's a fan of the classic churro. So yeah, I'd love to hear what snacks people enjoy. Kim said, time for a fuzzy tauntaun. Rosie said, a funnel cake at Epcot. You know, I have walked by the funnel cake station at the American Adventure in Epcot 1,000 times, and I don't think I've stopped to get a funnel cake there yet. And I'm kind of a funnel cake person. So I'm glad that you mentioned that. Iona says, loves the Ronto Roasters. That is very good as well. In fact, we could typically get one right over here. Looks like Docking Bay 7. Got some good stuff. Actually, Docking Bay 7 is a fun place. Iona said, got the Werther's popcorn last week. Yum. I agree with you on that. Chris says, thanks for showing the fun. Glad to do it. Susan, good morning to you. Okay, Ronto's Roasters is just up here to the right. We'll take a peek in if we can. Sometimes this area is blocked off. Looks like it might be here as well, just for people who are eating. Erica says, classic Mickey ice cream bar. Erica, right on. That is another favorite treat. Anytime I get an opportunity to go to a hard ticket event where they are in the evenings giving out all the ice cream bars you can eat, I kind of eat my weight in Mickey bars. Very good stuff. I've had the ones that you can buy in the grocery store too, and they're similar, but they're just not exactly the same. I've actually heard someone did an analysis on the Mickey bars you can buy in the grocery store and compared the ingredients and the nutrition information to the one in the parks, and they are slightly different, which doesn't surprise me because somehow they are better in the parks. Amy says, Casey's French fries on Main Street. That's a good one too. Brownie's voting for corn dogs. Pretty much anything from Casey's is good just because that's an amazing place to get a meal. You can hear some DJ Rex chatter going on. I have not noticed that before here in this section of the park. Kathy says, Mickey pretzel and a Dole Whip. Yeah, I am with you on that one too. The pretzels here at Disney World are for some reason tastier than the ones out in the real world. And Dole Whip, you just can't beat that. Okay, over here to the right is a relaxation station here in Batu, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, a place that is very, very socially distant. You can sit down for a minute, take your mask off, get a breath of fresh air, which is nice. Kelly's voting for the churros. John said, hard to beat the cinnamon roll on Main Street. Yeah, cinnamon roll anywhere is good. You know, another thing I really like is at Gaston's Tavern is the LaFoe's Brew, which is kind of like a frozen apple drink. It's really good. Vicky says everything is better in the parks. I think you're right. It's hard to explain why, but it's true. Yep, Ron is saying the same thing. Everything is better. Jerry says, thanks for bringing us to Disney. It's my pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. Really enjoy the chats back and forth, hearing where everybody's from. I always appreciate the thumbs up and the likes, especially the shares. Great way to get the word out. Okay, so this is interesting. There are a lot of cast members standing here in front of Rise of the Resistance, and I don't see anybody boarding. So I actually did try to get a boarding pass for Rise of the Resistance today. I was on the app at 7 o'clock sharp, and I was giving the error messages, and I figured, well, maybe it was just overwhelmed and I didn't get in. But truly within a few seconds of opening the boarding window, all the passes were gone. So the fact that no one is actually boarding right now makes me wonder, maybe Rise of Resistance is not having a good day today. And I can understand why it's taking some time to get the bugs out. Rise of Resistance, I think hands down, has been the most ambitious attraction ever undertaken, probably in theme park history. It is amazing. Calling it just a one attraction is probably an understatement. You could easily say it's 4 different attractions all in one. Rebecca's joined. Hello to you. James says, cast members are amazing. They do a great job. I know several as friends, and you know, they have a heart for serving others and for making sure that guests have good experiences. Chris, if I don't get the Pin of the Month Club for Christmas, I'm beginning it next year. Thank you for that. Thanks to everyone who's signed up. John says, all you can drink milkshakes at Whispering Canyon in the Plaza. I actually got I got an all you can drink milkshake at the Plaza one time. And like, you know what, I'm getting my money's worth out of this milkshake. And oh, I did. It was good stuff. Yeah, these are great suggestions. Kind of making me hungry, but yeah, very good. Joe from North Carolina, Charlotte, says, thanks for the walkthrough. Anthony says, sorry I'm late. Anthony, no problem. I appreciate your being here at all and spending some of your time with me. For anyone who maybe doesn't get a chance to be here right at the beginning, or doesn't get a chance to stay for the entire broadcast, I always repost it back over to Facebook and over at YouTube. If you haven't done so, you might want to go over to the YouTube, do a search for World of Walt, and subscribe there. Occasionally I do put exclusive content at YouTube. Tracy is a Muppets fan. John is putting the link in on how to get to the Pin of the Month Club and the t-shirt shop. John, thanks for that. I always appreciate when you do it. All right, Pizza Rizzo up here. It's the city's top-rated pizza, or it's rat pizza. I think that sign is one of the funniest things. It's sort of hard to see with how the light is today, but yep, when it lights up one way, it says the city's top-rated pizza, and then some of the lights sort of dim out, and it says it's rat pizza, which I think is funny. John says, do I do a podcast? Actually, I don't right now. There was a time for several years when I did, and I really enjoyed it. I got to meet some new folks. It was always fun to do. It was weekly for a while and then bi-weekly. But I decided to shift my attention, and now I'm doing these live broadcasts instead of the podcast. So I appreciate your being a part of it. I really do enjoy the fact that I can interact with people live. That's something that I've really, really enjoyed. Jane from Rainy, Massachusetts. All right, everyone, thanks for joining me today. I hope you have a good weekend, and I hope that you enjoyed the ride on Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway and a little stroll around Disney's Hollywood Studios. Plan to be back for the next several Saturdays, and yeah, typically Saturday morning, typically 10 o'clock. Again, I hope you have a wonderful day, and until next time, God bless.